Congress leader and former Finance Minister P Chidambaram lashed out at the Reserve Bank of India today, advising RBI that it should bluntly tell the government to do its duty and take fiscal measures to protect and restart the national economy affected due to the coronavirus outbreak. Chidambaram also hit out at PM Modi and Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, urging them to rethink about Rs 20 lakh crore relief package that has the fiscal stimulus of less than 1% of the GDP. Prime Minister Modi, however, in his announcement had claimed that the package is worth 10% of the GDP. Chidambaram said Governor Shaktikanta Das says demand has collapsed. Growth in 2020-21 is headed towards negative territory. Why is he then infusing more liquidity? He should bluntly tell the government, do your duty, take fiscal measures. Moving on to the next news. After opening the domestic airspace for interstate flights from 25th May, the central government is trying to resume international flights by mid-June, June end or July, Civil Aviation Minister Hardeep Singh Puri informed. While talking to the reporters, Puri said that India is looking to start a good percentage of international flights before August, if not the entire civil aviation. Responding to a question about resuming international flights, Puri said, I am an optimist. Why wait till August or September? If the situation eases or improves, by that I mean if the virus behaves in a predictable manner and we get used to the idea of being able to coexist with the virus, then we are in a position to make arrangements. So far Vande Bharat has moved very well. I am confident that the domestic flights when they start on Monday will also proceed well. Moving on to the next news. Chief Executive Officer of NITI Aayog, Amitabh Kant, said on Friday that the country could have done much better in the handling of migrant crisis raised due to the imposition of nationwide lockdown, NDTV reported. However, he blamed state governments and not the center for this crisis. It is important to understand that migrants issue was a challenge because over the years we have created laws which have led to huge amount of informal workers in the economy, Kant said, adding this was the responsibility of the state governments to ensure that the workers were well taken care of. In a vast country like India, the federal government has a limited role. This was a challenge where I think we could have done a much better job of taking care of every single worker at the state, local and district level. Moving on to the next news. Hundreds of migrant workers left without jobs and food since the imposition of national lockdown would have rejoiced after they got on the train from Maharashtra, supposed to drop them in their home state of Uttar Pradesh. But when they woke up the next morning, assured of the fact that they must have reached their destination in Gorakhpur, they got a shocker as they were in Odisha, 750 kilometers away from their destination. The special train that started from Vasai station in Maharashtra on Thursday took a completely different route than the expected one, ending up in Rourkela of Odisha. Angry and confused by the situation, when the passengers asked for the reason of this change of destination, they were informed that the train driver had lost his way due to some mix-up. Railways, however, has declined the claim of driver losing his way and said that the change in destination was by design. Moving on to the next news. The possible construction of bunker by Chinese army in the Finger area along the Pangong Tso Lake and 3 reported transgressions in the Galwan region have raised concerns as the standoff between Indian and Chinese troops continues at the line of actual control. The developments at the line of control with Pakistan and Islamabad's recent moves in POK have also been monitored closely by the security establishment for the possible link with the recent developments at the Chinese border. Experts tracking these developments say that these developments can hardly be treated as isolated incidents or coincidence, while troops maintain extra vigil on the borders to counter any coordinated move. Galwan sector in Ladakh continues to remain tense after additional heavy vehicles were spotted in the region, sources in the security establishment said, Economic Times reported.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.